Alright, good day, hi and welcome. Sorry, I'm going to make part 2 because the way the video cuts, I mean, it was going to be a part 2 anyway. Why you should buy a $100,000 truck. I made all the points in the last video of, you know, the type of person that's going to buy a truck that they're never going to use to its potential. Like I say, 800 horsepower truck, raised and lifted, never goes off the pavement, and it goes to the car wash before it's even dirty. All that stuff, right? And here's what I'm gonna say. Okay, I got a $500 truck here. Right now, this $500 truck, brand new back in 2002, was either between, depending on the model, this is an XLT model, so it was probably about $24,000 to $28,000. We'll say somewhere in that range. Maybe it was over 30. I doubt it. Base model was probably, which is the XL model, was probably like 19,000 bucks. You know, like, I mean, a truck was decent priced back then. Maybe they were 34,000, whatever it was, doesn't matter. Off the line, even at today's money, which is not that much difference for. I still got brakes. Nice. That's not a motorcycle. I got a tractor trailer coming though. As long as I can get out in front of him and up to at least 50 kilometers an hour before he gets tight on me, he won't rear end me. I just need to get going fast enough that he can go around me. But anyway, I wouldn't be able to afford that even now. And like, I mean, I don't think you can get a truck for $30,000 now. I don't know what they start at, what, 36,000? I have no idea, right? It's money, like my uncle used to say, if you have to ask, you can't afford it, right? So I don't even look at things I can't afford that much. Yeah, okay, you look at a supercar, you look at this, you look at that, whatever, but the day-to-day stuff, you really don't look at it, so you don't know how much it is, right? So how do you value it, right? So the thing is that truck started off at that price. This truck started off at that price. Somebody had to buy that truck, and when somebody bought that truck, i.e. my aunt and uncle, they got that truck and they drove it brand new. And I'm sure people say, oh, look at these, technically they're not farmers, but oh, look at these poor farmers, right? You know, the poor farmer meme, right? You know, the poor farmer with the $100,000 tractor, $250,000 tractor, that kind of stuff. Well, they're moving. Yeah, so everybody makes fun of you when you buy a new vehicle in the sense of, oh, you know, all your family members, oh, that's nice, but everybody, oh, it must be nice to have money, blah, 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 all that stuff, right? And that's fine, you know, because it's just, you know, it's just tongue-in-cheek, right? It doesn't mean anything. Like, it's just people kidding around. But here's where it does have an effect. If you buy the truck new, you keep everybody in the auto plant working, right? You keep the people in the dealerships working. Your truck, when it devalues, keeps the guys at the used car lot working, right? And then the guys that sell a private sale, guys like me, we're able to afford these trucks later on. So if you buy a truck for $80,000 and put another $80,000 into it, in parts, you keep the parts industry going, which the more they sell, the cheaper it gets, right? Which makes it cheaper for us. So it's a weird hand-me-down effect, trickling effect, but it is that. So that's why you should spend that much money on a vehicle if you have. It helps the economy keep going. Plain and simple, especially right now with as bad as the economy is. However, I'm hauling gold right now in the form of scrap metal. Metal prices are going to jump up and down. I can imagine they're going to drop pretty soon for the season. So we're going to get in the last few runs, usually right around the fall is when you see the metal Mad Maxes out there like myself. And, hey, what are you doing? I don't got brakes, man. Well, I sort of got brakes. There's a truck behind me. I don't know if he has brakes. That's a big truck. He's going to be tight to me in about 10 seconds, so I'm doing the speed limit. I mean, anything comes flying off, though, he's going to lose a windshield. But you get what I'm getting at. Like, the whole point is that right now we're in a tough economy, and you need somebody to go out and buy a Dodge Demon for no apparent reason other than to burn that much fuel doing ridiculous things, right? You need somebody to do that. And strangely enough, in the 2008 crash, as bad as it was, the worst crash in our history, in human history, the #1 selling cars for Dodge was like, they were selling Dodge Magnums and Dodge Challengers like crazy. And Chargers and stuff like that. They were still selling. The Ford Mustang was the #1 selling, if you want to call it a sports car / muscle car, was the #1 selling. Like, it's ridiculous. The Ford F-150, this truck, for 42 years straight, is the highest selling in its class. Meaning, it's I think it's the #1 vehicle sold every year is a Ford F-150 worldwide. Don't quote me on that. I know at least in its class, but if it is like all vehicles added up, like, I mean, that's freaking amazing. You know what I mean? Like, I know Europeans don't buy big vehicles like this. They don't have the roads to really handle them, and they don't really have the infrastructure set out the way we do. Like, our infrastructure is like miles apart, right? Everything's miles apart. So anyway, yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about it. You know, so for the people that have the brodozers, you know what? I love you guys, because someday your truck's going to break down and I'm going to get parts off of it. When you roll that thing, I hope you survive. Speaking of roll that thing, I better watch this corner here. Yeah, I hope you survive, but just don't wreck anything good, because I need the parts, right? And slow this big guy down behind me, slowly. Remember, tractor trailers can't stop on a dime, right? So I can imagine getting into an accident on election day. I already see sirens up the road. Oh, it's nothing bad. Is that the fuel truck? What is that? Hope I can get in. Fuel truck? Oh, the highway guy. Yeah, that's my cousin. Check out the balls on his truck. They're all out there bullshitting. All right, anyway, yeah, so that's all I got to say about that. Have a great day, guys.